Hello my friends, I hope you're having a lovely day, and in today's video we're going to check out some Hotline Miami and talk about a little bit of the indie world presentation that took place today. I played Hotline Miami when it originally came out, and I don't know what happened. I loved the first game. I just never played the sequel. So I'm very excited. This is my chance to play a sequel, but this is footage from the first game. I felt I need to play the first for you guys and go right from the beginning. I don't want to ruin it for anybody who's playing this for the first time on the Switch, or first time in general, I mean, and doing it on the Switch. So that's what I'm playing. I'm gonna try and do my best. Literally, this is the first stage, and I started playing 2 seconds ago, so I'm sure there's gonna be lots of missteps and stuff like that. But I'll do my. Oh boy. So, I like that there's motion controls, this game is violent, obviously, and saying I like the motion controls for bashing somebody's head in makes me feel terrible, but ZL to aim. Ah, yes. So, anyway, I'm going to play some of this. I'm going to skip the dialogue, because I've played this. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, and I want to focus on what I'm talking about here. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Oh, well, I'd like to talk about stuff, but I'm going to get my butt kicked. Well, I predicted that accurately. Anyway, I'm not going through. Can I just get on here? I'm getting caught up in the game. Okay. All right. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about all the games that were discussed in today's Indie World presentation, but I am going to talk about the ones that I am personally interested in. I'm sure I'm going to miss a few of them, but I made a quick list of the ones that I'm super excited about. So, first up on my list is Eastward, which comes from... No. Which comes from... Oh boy. Sorry, I'm going to pay attention, I swear. Eastward comes from Chucklefish, and it's, I don't know how to describe it, it just looks amazing. It's some absolutely gorgeous pixel art. It looks like a big adventure, sort of like Earthbound, a little bit like Zelda. There's some puzzles in there. The music in the trailer is phenomenal. If you just played me that song alone, I'd be like, I don't care what this game's about, I have to play this. It just, oh my god, it was so good. I got goosebumps from that music alone. I'm all about it. So, you know, Chucklefish makes a whole bunch of great stuff, and they obviously pour their heart and souls into their games. Not that other developers don't, but they're just something special, man. And Eastward might be my most anticipated title from all of today's Indie World presentation. It just, it's everything I like in a game. Looks like it's got a really heartfelt story. I'm just sold. I'm totally sold. Next up was Superhot, which was leaked over the weekend and is out now. It was one of the 2 games that we heard rumors. We heard a rumor that 2 games would be, I guess the term everybody uses nowadays is shadow dropped. So we heard that Superhot was coming to the Switch, and it was going to be shadow dropped, and both of those turned out to be true. An eye for secrets. Yeah, let's wear the owl mask. So, it's out. I've never played it. I have platforms I can play it on. I just never played it. I've heard great things about it. I don't know why I didn't play it. I like first-person games. I like games that do some unique stuff, and that is certainly what both games do. So I'm really looking forward to checking that one out. I don't know how it slipped by me, but my understanding is it's a first-person shooter where the enemies only move when you move, so that, you know, obviously makes for a really interesting mechanic. Oh, I thought that was going to smack the door open. Anyway, so yeah, that looks awesome to me. Very excited to try that out. Can I have this, please? Thank you. What else is on my list? The Tourist, which is coming from Shinen, and Shinen has made... Oh, man. What have they done? They've done the Art of Balance games, which I love, but that's not like the most well-known. I did the I think there were 2 of them platformers. One was on Wii U, and one was on I want to say maybe that one got a port to 3DS. But oh, they've done Fast Racing League. I'm an idiot. There we go. you know, the Fast or whatever one is on Switch. I never remember the name, but yeah, they're awesome developers. I really like what they managed to get out of a system, and the tourist looks really unique. It's, I guess you're a tourist on some sort of weird island, where there's all like these dungeons and Zelda-esque puzzles. Again, talking about Zelda stuff. Um, that you have to solve for whatever reason. I'm not sure, but it's got a voxel style look. So it's, you know, 3D, but it's kind of pixely. It's very unique and interesting. I'm all about it. It looks really cool. Also, the Hotline Miami Collection. And I don't think anyone is really too surprised to see this one coming out. Again, this was also rumored. Over the weekend, we heard that it might be coming to the Switch. So said the rumor or the leakers. And it turned out to be true. And we shouldn't be surprised anyway, because Devolver Digital asked people a while ago, what of our catalog do you want to see on Switch? And the one that was most requested was Hotline Miami, and I guess just Hotline Miami in general. So they did both games and are bringing them to the Switch. And they were the second game to be shadow dropped, so that's how I'm playing it right now. They're both available. Obviously, very stylized, very violent. It has a really cool, twisty, weird story to it. Makes you think. The game also does a good job of making you feel gross, and I mean that as a compliment. Like, it's one of those games where you go, like, do all kinds of ridiculously violent stuff, but, like, it makes you feel bad for doing it. Which is... there's something to be said for that. Because a lot of games, you know, are violent, but they don't, like, you're not stopping to think about it, and you're just, like, going through the motions. You're like, yeah, they're the bad guys, I take them out, that's all there is to it. But Hotline Miami makes you feel weird. So, there's a lot more to it than that. But, yeah, I loved the first one. I'm enjoying it right now. I really like this. I'm really excited to check out the second one. Moving on, I also wrote down Blasphemous, which is a game I've been keeping my eye on for a while now. Oh, no. Stupid idea. Blasphemous. Okay, we're okay. How many bullets I got here? Not a lot. Well, this went terribly. Blasphemous is like a Metroidvania, but it's a very gruesome, God darn it. It's very gruesome, like... There's a word for it, and I can't think of the word. Like, it's like a gothic horror, I guess you would say. It's real weird looking, but I like that about it. There's, I love Metroidvania in general, so I'm very excited about that. But there's just something, like, again, I mean this as a compliment. There's something off about it. It looks cool. Very excited about that. I think they may have set a release date. Is that not a gun? I think they may have set a release date for it, but I'm not sure. Oh dear, I've made a big problem. So I plan on checking that one out, but I, you know, that's something I've been looking forward to already. And then finally, the last game that I have on my list, let's get rid of that. Let's go with this. Is Ori and the Blind Forest, which has been rumored for Switch for such a long time. And it turned out to be true. And I'm so excited. I played that game on Xbox One. That was a day one purchase for me on Xbox One. I couldn't have been more excited about that game. It's funny how these things are lining up. It's also a Metroidvania. Absolutely gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. And it's got a great soundtrack. It certainly, the story is it's so heart-wrenching. I definitely remember it making me cry. And I heavily recommended that game to other people. And my friends don't have. Why are you telling me? Oh, never mind. My friends don't have an Xbox One. And I think it was on PC too. They don't have a PC to play it on either. So I had them come over here and play it, and everybody that played it was like, wow, that's really something special. The sequel, which the name escapes me at the moment, it's Ori and the something, but that's one of my most anticipated games, so I'm hopeful I'll play it on wherever it goes first. That I just want to play it. But I'm hopeful with the first one coming to Switch, that means the second one will come out on the Switch as well at some point. fingers crossed. But if you haven't played Ori and you like Metroidvania games, it's one of the best I've played. It's huge and gorgeous, got a great story, great soundtrack, it feels good, lots of interesting mechanics. It's just an awesome experience all around. So those are my picks for the ones I am most anticipated for coming out of the Indie World presentation today. That's not to say I'm not interested in the other ones, just I went quickly through the list of games, and those are my top picks. Those are the ones, I'm sure I've missed something in there, but those are the ones that really stood out at the beginning. So that's what I want to play. Now let me know what you guys thought of the Indie World Direct. Are you not into indie games at all, but you saw something that tickled your fancy? Did you not even bother to watch it? Are you hyped for everything there? Leave a comment and let me know. But that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching, liking, oh, this is a great song. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting. It's very much appreciated. No. Let's go with that. Also, a huge thank you to our Patreon gang, because you guys supporting me over there helps me do what I do. And as I always say, or as I'm trying to always say, I am greatly humbled by your support. I can't believe that some of you feel that I'm deserving of that support for what I do on Go Nintendo in general, all aspects, podcast, website, this YouTube channel. I'll never understand it, but I can't thank you enough for it. So again, thank you to those people who joined up. If you're interested or you want to learn more, just hit up the link in this YouTube video. But as for today, that is it, my friends. I'll be back tomorrow with something. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be a video of some sort. There's certainly, I could play Superhot, or I'm sure some other news will pop up. There's other things I want to talk about. But I'll be back, don't you worry. God darn it, I wish I didn't hit the wrong button. So until then, have a lovely day and a lovely evening, and I'll see you in a few short hours.